In 1984, Josef Fritzl lured his 18-year-old daughter Elisabeth into the basement of their family home in Amstetten, Austria. Once inside, he drugged and restrained her in a hidden dungeon that he had constructed beneath the house. Elisabeth was confined to the dungeon for nearly 24 years. The underground space consisted of small, windowless rooms with minimal light, no natural ventilation, and oppressive living conditions. The rooms were cramped, with low ceilings and basic furnishings. During her captivity, Elisabeth suffered repeated sexual abuse and physical violence at the hands of her father. She endured unimaginable suffering in a confined, isolated environment. Josef exerted control over every aspect of her life, denying her basic freedoms and subjecting her to extreme psychological manipulation. Elisabeth's ordeal was compounded by the fact that she had no access to the outside world. She was cut off from society, living in constant fear and uncertainty. Her pleas for help went unanswered, as Josef had taken elaborate measures to ensure that no one would discover her captivity. In the darkness and isolation of the dungeon, Elisabeth gave birth to 7 children as a result of the sexual abuse she endured. 3 of these children were confined with her in the underground prison, living in the same cramped and deprived conditions. The children born in captivity had no knowledge of the outside world, growing up without exposure to natural light or contact with other individuals apart from their immediate family. They lived a life of extreme confinement, deprived of a normal childhood and any sense of freedom. It was only in 2008, when one of the children became seriously ill, that Elisabeth seized an opportunity to escape the dungeon. She convinced Josef to allow her and one of her children to seek medical treatment, leading to their eventual rescue and the exposure of the horrifying truth behind Josef's crimes. Elisabeth's long captivity in the dungeon represents a harrowing tale of enduring unimaginable abuse, isolation, and deprivation. Her strength and resilience in the face of such extreme circumstances are remarkable, and her eventual escape shed light on one of the most shocking cases of long-term captivity and abuse in recent history.